For those who don't know, I am in search of my next career adventure. I have had some really great conversations, but no signed offer letters yet. I appreciate everyone who have forwarded leads, referred me to people in their network, and made suggestions. I am feeling the love. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. Please keep those suggestions coming because as of now, the quest continues. On a brighter note, my last video on ChatGPT was well received, so much so I decided to do another one. Who knows, maybe I will make it into a series. If you think I should, leave a comment below. Better yet, share this video. In this video, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to demo how to use ChatGPT to qualify candidates, along with a few other things. If you'd like to see that, here it is. I started off my chat with ChatGPT by asking if it was online. ChatGPT is increasing in popularity, and those growing pains are resulting in slow processing speeds sometimes. Rather than have you wait to see how ChatGPT responded to my prompts in real time, I'll just cut to the chase and talk through the results it presented. Okay, cool. So my first request was, please summarize this job description that I found online somewhere. LinkedIn, I believe. Let's say it was LinkedIn. I copied the job description from LinkedIn, then pasted it into ChatGPT. And this was the summary. As you can see, it is a short summary, which is everything you want a summary to be. I then asked ChatGPT to think like a recruiter. And I asked, I didn't ask ChatGPT to think like a recruiter. Is this a compelling choice for the role? Afterwards, I cut and paste in my resume, and ChatGPT responded without any hiccups, which is pretty cool because I did not specify the resume I just pasted in. I just put it in there, and ChatGPT rightfully assumed I was speaking about the resume I just posted. Again, cool, but I don't get out much. But it's cool all the same. So this is what ChatGPT had to say. As an AI model, I am not capable of thinking like a human, and it will depend on the specific requirements of the role, blah, 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 blah. So when I saw that response, and you can pause the video here if you want to read it. I don't want to sit here and read to you. But anyway, when I saw that, I thought to myself, you could have asked that in a better way. So I did. I said, what did I say? Yeah, I said, think like a recruiter. Is this resume a compelling choice for the role? Give me reasons why and why not. And ChatGPT responded by giving me a paragraph on why the resume is compelling, points out where the resume was lacking in terms of skills, and gave a suggestion on how the candidate could improve their chances of consideration. Nice. Now, if I were a recruiter who was about to interview the person represented by this resume, I would ask them if they had experience with Google Analytics or labor market tools or leading teams. And just for the record, I do, but I digress. Now, let's say this resume is not a match for the job. What other jobs could they be a match for? I asked ChatGPT this by saying, what other jobs would be a fit for this resume? Give me 10 options, job titles only. And he gave me several suggestions that you can see, like head of talent attraction. Interesting. Anyways, as a recruiter, I could look at those suggestions and do a quick search in the ATS to see if there are other jobs I could pitch the candidate that match the list of job titles that ChatGPT suggested. And then I thought to myself, because that's what I call myself, this resume is compelling, but does not meet all of the requirements. Yet, I really want the hiring manager to consider them for the role. How can I convince them to review this resume? So I think for about a half a second, then I turned to ChatGPT and I asked, can you write an email to the hiring manager using scarcity tactics and convince them to interview this candidate? Now, I added scarcity tactics because I read somewhere that was a technique that works. So that's why I used it. Anyway, and I did that. And before you could say bada boom, bada bing, ChatGPT was getting it done. And as we sort of scan over this, okay. So after reading that, I noticed this little message here at the bottom. And it says here, please note that using scarcity tactics could be seen as manipulative and is not an ethical recruitment method. It is important to be honest and transparent. And I just said earlier I wasn't going to read to you, but that's what I'm doing. But anyway, I looked at that and I thought to myself, self, you don't want to appear unethical. So I said, hey, ChatGPT, give me a list of other persuasion tactics I could use in email. And it gave me a list. It listed multiple tactics such as urgency, loss aversion, authority, and so on. Reciprocity here jumped out at me. So I said, here, as you see, rewrite the email using reciprocity to persuade the hiring manager. And bada boom, bada bing, it did. And I thought, hey, that was cool. And being fascinated by that, I asked ChatGPT to try again. This time use social proof to persuade. And guess what happened? Well, you already know. ChatGPT rewrote the email in about 3 seconds, give or take. Actually more than 3 seconds because the system was moving slow. But it don't matter. You get the point. Now, as much as I like this email, I thought it was a bit long. So I said to ChatGPT, can you make that last email more concise without sacrificing its informative value? And before you could say, go ahead and say it. You know it, that's right. Bada boom, bada bing. Before you could say bada boom, bada bing, it gave me a short email of just what I wanted. Now, it's important to note, the emails that it gave me in every case, were they perfect in every case? No, they were not perfect, but it was a good place to start. And if this was a real world scenario, I would tweak a few things about the emails here and there, but oh, how much time does this save me? One more thing, I'm not sure you're aware of this, but I produce a comic strip called The Recruiting Life. It is a whimsical view of the world of work and aspires to educate as well as entertain. Some people like it. I think you will too. If you would, please follow my comic strip by going to sendfox.com/Jim Stroud. Input your name and email, and I will send you a new comic strip every Monday. Do it now. Opt out at any time.